The 10 commonplace irritations faced by Sigma males. In the realm of Sigma males, there exists a unique blend of vexations, intricacies, and quirks. Among these idiosyncrasies, there is a collection of seemingly ordinary occurrences that have the power to provoke frustration within Sigma men. To the untrained eye, these everyday irritants may appear trivial, but to a Sigma male, they bear the potential to ignite significant annoyance. While these individuals are often perceived as relaxed and easygoing, there are certain factors capable of putting their patience to the test. Below, we delve into these 10 mundane grievances that all Sigma males, unwaveringly, find disdain for. 1. Unjustified commands. Sigma males do not welcome being subjected to orders without a valid rationale. Such arbitrary directives are akin to the sudden interruption of an exhilarating match on television, infuriating and inexplicable. These individuals steer their own ships and script their own destinies. Blindly following orders, particularly when they lack a logical basis, feels like a blatant disregard for their intellect and autonomy. It is as if they are being coerced into a mold they have no intention of conforming to. Their yearning for autonomy and the necessity to fathom the why behind the what is akin to an artist not recklessly splattering paint on a canvas but, instead, painting with purpose. Sigma males do not balk at following orders, but they demand a coherent justification for them. Otherwise, it is an unproductive and energy-draining exercise for all parties involved. 2. Inept authority figures. The adage "with great power comes great responsibility" resonates profoundly with Sigma males. To them, authority should symbolize guidance and a repository of sagacity. Encountering an incompetent figure of authority is akin to a stinging affront. They question how someone vested with such significant power can display such a lack of competence. It is not authority itself that grates on them, but rather the ineptitude within it. They hold that individuals in positions of power should embody capability, knowledge, and responsibility. Grappling with ineptitude at the pinnacle of an organization is not merely an inconvenience. It is a failure to respect a well-oiled system. True leadership demands vision, expertise, and sagacious decision-making. When Sigma males discern the absence of these qualities in authority figures, it is not mere disappointment but a source of exasperation. 3. Excessive emotional expression. Navigating interactions with individuals who exude an excess of emotion can be akin to traversing treacherous waters while endeavoring to sidestep emotional tempests. These individuals allow their emotions to flow unhindered, transforming each conversation and situation into an emotional whirlwind. For Sigma males, emotions are not suppressed but controlled, expressed with measured and rational restraint. They fail to fathom those who permit their feelings to steer their actions, a practice antithetical to their principles. Empathy and understanding are cherished, but emotions should not eclipse reason and culminate in impulsive judgments. Sigma men experience emotions with equal intensity as others but channel them through a more reserved conduit. 4. Incessant verbal prattle. Few annoyances surpass the endless verbal prattle for Sigma males. It is analogous to being confined in a room with an incessantly blaring television set that refuses to be silenced. These incessant chatterboxes seem to possess an inexhaustible wellspring of words, offering no respite and affording little time to digest one statement before moving on to the next. They fill each pause with unrestrained speech, bombarding every second with their vociferous commentary. Sigma males value meaningful, profound conversations and favor a few judiciously chosen words over a torrent of purposeless banter. Silence, to them, holds significance, and they appreciate the value of a reflective pause. Conversing with those who prattle incessantly is akin to enduring an incessant gong disrupting any opportunity for contemplation. This continuous stream of words not only robs them of their tranquility but also squanders their time. 5. The weight of procrastination. While procrastination is a universal experience, Sigma males find it burdensome. These self-driven individuals are perennially committed to utilizing their time wisely for personal growth and learning. When they find themselves ensnared in the procrastination quagmire, it feels akin to betraying their goals. It is analogous to a professional sprinter choosing to crawl in a race they know they can ace. It is not merely about squandering time. It is about missed opportunities and unrealized potential. The act of procrastination leaves them burdened by a gnawing guilt, a silent self-reproach that clings to their conscience, akin to a strict coach perpetually reminding them of time slipping away. It is not a fear of external judgment but rather a disheartening sense of personal disappointment that plagues them, driven by their exacting standards and unquenchable thirst for personal growth. 6. Monotonous repetition. Sigma males thrive on individuality, innovation, and progression. Repeating the same task ad infinitum provokes an acute sense of frustration in them. It is akin to being trapped in an unending cycle, yearning for new horizons. Their discontent is not rooted in impatience or a disdain for routine, but rather a fervor for exploration, a desire to push boundaries, and a penchant for challenging the status quo. They are innovators and explorers, not hamsters spinning on a wheel. They are unrelenting in their quest for novelty, which they perceive as a vehicle for growth. Forcing them to revisit the same task is not simply a monotonous exercise, it is tantamount to imprisonment. 7. Emotion-driven conflicts. Sigma males accord primacy to logic above all else. The emergence of conflicts characterized by emotional chaos rather than composed and rational discussions is deeply perturbing to them. It is akin to anticipating a strategic debate and stumbling into a room filled with emotional upheaval. Sigma men prefer discussions steeped in meaning and productivity, devoid of emotional biases or personal attacks. They place a premium on rationality and objectivity. When conflicts are marred by emotion, they impede the pursuit of logical resolutions, rendering it comparable to attempting to solve a complex mathematical equation while someone interjects arbitrary numbers. They believe that conflicts should be approached with composure and reason rather than aggression. In their interpersonal relationships, they value candid and open communication, rooted in mutual respect and comprehension. Pointless arguments and drama hold no appeal for them. They yearn for mature discussions that foster growth and advancement. To Sigma males, conflicts should serve as stepping stones for learning and improvement, not mere platforms for emotional venting. 8. Intrusions into alone time. For Sigma males, solitude is not merely a preference but a vital need, akin to a personal pit stop to recharge and rejuvenate away from the cacophony and turmoil of the world. Any interruption to this sacred time is akin to abrupt awakening from a deep slumber, shattering concentration and disrupting the flow of thought. The experience is agitating, especially for these introverted individuals who draw strength from their solitary moments. Whether it's an unexpected visit from a friend or an impromptu work assignment, any encroachment upon their solitary respite can leave them feeling disoriented. This aversion is not rooted in antisocial tendencies or an aversion to company. It is a recognition of the value they attribute to their solitude. To Sigma males, solitude is not a means of escaping the world but a return to self. Any disruption to this sanctuary is nothing short of irksome. 9. Unwanted physical contact. Sigma males have a profound understanding of personal space, both their own and that of others. While they may not recoil from friendly gestures from familiar individuals, unsolicited physical contact from strangers raises their apprehension. It is akin to crossing an invisible boundary, a violation of their personal space that induces a deep sense of discomfort. It is not averse to physical contact per se, but rather an affirmation of their regard for personal boundaries. A gentle nudge in a crowded subway is comprehensible. A friendly pat on the back or a hug from a friend is embraced. However, any contact beyond this, especially from unfamiliar individuals, is perceived as intrusive and unwelcome. Sigma men cherish their independence and autonomy, and any unsolicited touch engenders a sense of boundary infringement. 10. Disregard for personal boundaries. Respect for personal boundaries is a foundational principle held dear by Sigma males, a non-negotiable tenet. Overstepping these boundaries is tantamount to a brazen intrusion into their space, akin to someone barging uninvited into a private meeting. This is not about secrecy or an aversion to social interaction but an assertion of personal space and privacy. Sigma men are vexed when individuals fail to grasp the concept of personal boundaries, be it in physical or emotional dimension. Whether it's a colleague peering over their shoulder, a friend refusing to respect their space, or a family member incessantly probing for personal information, these intrusions leave Sigma men feeling depleted, as if their boundaries have been violated without consent. It is analogous to having a "Do Not Disturb" sign on one's door. Yet people persistently disregard it, barging in uninvited. While they can tolerate a certain degree of intrusion in public settings, nothing agitates them more than those who blatantly dismiss personal boundaries. It signifies a blatant disrespect and a deficiency of consideration, a stance Sigma men find utterly intolerable. In summary, these seemingly mundane occurrences that elicit frustration in Sigma males serve as a testament to their unique temperament and perspective on life. These men, often characterized as enigmatic and self-reliant, find themselves grappling with these everyday vexations, which underscore the essence of their distinct worldview.